It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where we'll see a brawl inside the NFC East. It's the New York Giants and the Washington Commanders, and it's coming up next.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, longtime foes square off in the NFC East as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Washington Commanders. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and as we look at this matchup, every time there's something different to focus on. So I'll just ask you, what do you see here in this one?
Well, Rembrandt. You know me well, right? In a game like this, it's always about the secondary. Can they handle the passing attack and make a few plays?
The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And we are underway from FedEx Field. Oh, some strong running. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here are the Commanders making their way out. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And he left North Carolina with most of his school's records, and at one point was thought to be maybe the #1 quarterback in his draft class. He does bring deceptive athleticism and plenty of upside to the table. Add some consistency, and maybe he can really unlock what he can be in the NFL.
Howell's throw complete to Dotson.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
On second down, a run with Gibson. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Fellas, nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Howell, he'll look to throw it. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Giants are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
The former #6 overall pick of 2019, Daniel Jones, trots out to lead this New York Giants offense.
We knew about the great mind coming out of Duke, and we saw the athletic ability and the potential. Watching it all come together and get better with each passing year, that's been fun. He can throw it deep, throw it short, and, of course, take off out of the pocket and beat you with his legs as well.
How about Jonathan Allen there, pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line? A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Again, it's Barkley. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Now Jones. Now this thrown deep for Slayton. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. Brought down on the play by Kayvon Thibodeau.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
That one downfield for Dotson, and this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Powell. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Commanders' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Bobby Okereke making that tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 20-yard line. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Howell. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Back to the ground with Gibson. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Commanders are going to have For the second half, one touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. From his end zone, here's Gary Brightwell. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. In motion, Slayton. Second down, here's Barkley again. And no luck at all to start this drive as they're going to drop him behind the line for a second straight play. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now this thrown deep for Slayton. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And with the struggles they've had putting points on the board, he's the one who's had the breakthrough, trying to find him again for another one to try and add to their total.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or two. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. And McLaurin, the motion man right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there. And they'll go backwards right away. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Back to throw. Howell. That one downfield for Dotson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing here, Howell. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Jones. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. With a play fake, and now here's Howell to throw it. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. Howell down to throw it. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. Back now at FedEx Field. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And Howell will throw it.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let him run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Sly able to put this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance of the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And the Giants ready to come out now. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. They're backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. The Commanders' offense returning to the field. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw brought in by Bellinger. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired, while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest game we've seen on a scramble, but still, some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
Half 18, half 18.
Jones. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Here's 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Howell. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Gets this to Gibson. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get him in the end zone. Howell with one final shot. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
That'll do it for us.